Imagine having it all: the expensive cars, the watches, money, and first-class flights. From fronting podcasts to filming TV ads, and it ends up in over half a decade of prison time. This is how TikTok busted a drug gang sponsored by Motherwell FC. Meet David Stephen and Sean Brown, the directors of DX Home Improvement, the £12 million empire based in Lanarkshire, Glasgow. Opened in July 2020, the business duo, both aged 30, seemed to be business geniuses, as within 5 years, they scaled the business into a construction empire generating £12 million annually.
They're thinking, why listen to us? We've took DX Home Improvements from absolutely zero to a nationwide multi-million pound business with over 15 vans on the road and over 45 members of staff.
They splashed on expensive watches, houses, cars and other luxury items, especially first-class flights to and from Dubai. David Stephen was seen regularly in his Lamborghini Urus and became somewhat recognisable, especially as the duo took to social media to boast about their lifestyle and also promote their business.
It's enabled us to generate over £12 million of revenue in just 4 short years. Can you afford not to take action and have the business and life that you've always dreamed of? Make sure you join DX Academy today and we'll see you inside.
With initially being successful in business, naturally they succeeded on social media and content creation. This then led them to fronting podcasts on business consulting and filming ads for TV. The duo became so successful that the Scottish football team Motherwell FC agreed a sponsorship deal with the company DX Home Improvements, which meant the company logo would be on players' shirts and having access to players for marketing purposes.
Announce our 2-year partnership with Motherwell Football Club, as we're going to be their official sleeve sponsor for the next 2 years.
It's amazing to see what we've been able to accomplish in just 4 short years. Never when we started DX 4 years ago did we imagine we would be the official sleeve sponsor for our first team in the SPL. So we're very excited to be partnering up with Motherwell Football Club. They've been a pleasure to deal with and we're looking forward to working with them.
Does your business even have a brand? Now, I'm not talking about just a logo on the side of your van. I mean, do people actually know you? Do they recognise you? Because if they don't, it's game over. You need a consistent identity. Every touch point, your website, your social media, flyers, they should all scream your brand. Same colour, same font, same message, same everything, everywhere. People should know who you are before you even knock on.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Calling all business owners in the trade, construction and building game. Finally, the moment you've been waiting on. Welcome to DX Academy.
David Stevens and Sean Brown were thriving and seemed to be innovating the industry. Their use of social media was their biggest tool that expanded their company and set them down new avenues, but it also raised questions. Who are these guys? How have they expanded their business so fast, and what will they do next? These questions then piqued the interest of the authorities, who seemed to be suspicious. The first agency that were interested were the National Crime Agency, who were conducting Operation Venetic to probe into EncroChat and other encrypted messaging services. The username Narrow Ninja came onto their radar. An individual who was directing the sale, purchase, distribution, storage and collection of immense amounts of cocaine. The individual was found to be from Scotland.
It's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders.
As the National Crime Agency pushed Operation Venetic further and further, Police Scotland were ultimately informed, who then conducted their own investigation. Police Scotland were looking for suspects who fit the picture, but their heads were turned by two 30-year-old businessmen who were flaunting a rather expensive lifestyle on social media.
Back to the UK, this time for an important event. Now, the flight to Glasgow is always first thing in the morning, so got the chauffeur to pick me up as late as we possibly could before we headed on down to the airport. Got to the airport, got checked in. The good thing about Dubai is there's a separate terminal for first and business class passengers, so you're always straight through with no queue, which is amazing, to be honest with you. And then obviously you just go up to the lounge and you can actually board directly from the lounge. So as always, got myself settled, got a face cloth and gave myself a little freshen up, ready to have a look at the menu and order some food.
The duo were investigated, and one thing that stood out was the regular first class flights to and from Dubai, with either David or Sean going on their own and sometimes together. For David and Sean, this was regular normal business, feeling comfortable enough to record TikToks documenting their travels. One particular journey to Dubai, where David Stephen travelled alone, he documented his journey as usual and posted. Hours later, he touched down in Glasgow, completely unaware that the police had seen his video. David picked up his Lamborghini Urus and headed to collect Sean. Once he collected Sean, they then headed to a Morrison's petrol station, where David went into the shop and Sean waited in the car. Just as David entered the shop, cops swooped in and detained the duo while they conducted a search of the Lamborghini Urus. Officers found £750 in cash, over £1,000 worth of United Arab Emirates dirhams and 6 mobile phones. There was a black iPhone found that opened the door to further investigations. David Stephen and Sean Brown were found to have been dealing 125 kilograms of cocaine between the 18th of August and the 23rd of December 2025, purchasing the cocaine for $2.5 million and selling it for $11.25 million, all under the encrypted name of Narrow Ninja. The pair were arrested. It was found that David had previous convictions of assault and road traffic violations, and Sean Brown had previous convictions for assault and carrying an offensive weapon. They were also found to have almost 12,000 messages exchanged between the two, including messages from March 2020 where they ran the operation during COVID. Police busted their EncroChat, which revealed conversations between two unknown individuals relating to the purchase and sale of cocaine. At the beginning of April 2026, David used EncroChat to direct an unknown individual to deliver a payment of £43,225 for supplying another unknown individual with cocaine. The pair attended the Glasgow High Court where they admitted their roles as high-ranking crime gang members. The pair were jailed 16 months into their 2-year sponsorship deal with Motherwell FC and received sentences of 6 years and 8 months each, with a 3-year crime prevention order upon their release. If you've got to the end of the video, let me know your thoughts. Did TikTok bring this duo down, or were they always going to be caught? If you enjoyed this video, give it a wee like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you.